Hey guys, it's been a little bit. I've had a lot going on and I just haven't had the time or really been in the mood to film much, but here I am and I thought I would share a little bit on some lessons I've learned from my chickens this summer. If you're new here, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is my Cochin hen and those are her 4 babies and she has been an excellent mother. I got her last year with the intention of putting eggs under her this year so that she could hatch and raise some chicks for us. They have the reputation of being excellent mothers, and that's why I specifically got 2 Cochin hens. After several failed attempts to hatch eggs naturally last year, my Rhode Island Reds and my Cinnamon Queens kept killing their babies. So I didn't want to go that route again this year, and this mama was a huge success. She has been excellent from the start. In fact, I set up a separate coop with a big box in it and made it very inviting with the plan and hope that a chicken would decide to go broody in that box. Going broody means they sit on eggs and they want to hatch those eggs and they stay there for days and days and days and weeks, and they only get up once a day to use the potty and to eat, and then they go right back and sit, and then they don't roost at night. They just stay on the eggs. So that hen is the perfect candidate for putting eggs under to hatch them naturally if you want to go that route. Of course, there's only one con, in my opinion, to a hen hatching and raising her own young, and that is you don't know how many roosters you're going to get. So that's one con, and we're going to kind of have to just cross that bridge when we get there. But as of now, this has been so much more fun and beautiful than it's ever been raising our own chicks. Because when we raise our own chicks, we have the heat lamp and we have the box with the hay and we have to change it all the time, and they're loud and dusty and they can't be outside and all this stuff. And then we finally move them outside and they're stuck in a coop for 3 weeks and they're too little to free range just yet. So it's been so nice to just have a mama take care of her babies and show them the ropes. She's shown them how to scratch, how to eat, drink. Pretty soon she'll show them how to roost. For now, they still sleep under her. She is such an attentive and nurturing mother. She was very protective from the start over her eggs and her chicks from all the other hens, my dogs. Not me so much, because I showed her I'm trustworthy and I'm holding your babies whenever I want to. So she realized I was safe early on. She never pecked me much, but she did a lot in the beginning, and then she stopped. But all this to say, these chicks are over a month and a half old. They're still sleeping in the box that they hatched in with their mother still. She's still with them. And they still try to get under her, which of course they can't because they're huge, but they cuddle up and they're so beautiful. This is the box and it's inside this coop. So we close the door at night and it opens up and they still sleep in here every night. They come in through this little opening right there, and then they come out in the morning, and when they do, they roost on these little sticks until I open the door to let them free for the day. It's worked perfectly, just as I hoped and just as I planned. What I love about this mama is that she chose a safe place to hatch her young. She has stuck with them so long. She has been protective and so nurturing. She's still with them. She still shows them how to eat and all that stuff, and they follow her. They are slowly distancing themselves, I've noticed. They are venturing out further and further on their own, but they're still with her every night. So they have not quite left the nest yet, right? Now for the other mother. This wild woman, I didn't even know that she had babies because she decided to go into the woods by herself and sit on eggs that we didn't even know were there for 3 weeks. So we thought she was dead and gone, taken by a predator weeks ago. Until one day, Joel was mowing the lawn and he saw baby chicks walking around in the bushes over by the woods. We showed you guys how we went and got those eggs. We got her, we got the baby situated. I tried to put her in that box over there, and she stayed for the first day or two. Then I had to force her for the next several days. Then I just gave up. These babies are not even a month old, and they're already in the big coop with 23 adult hens and a rooster. This crazy wild woman has her babies just in there, and all the chickens are like bah, 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 hitting the fence, trying to get out every morning, and the babies are in the back just chirping away. The other night, I couldn't find them. I thought she took them somewhere and they're dead. Well, I looked and looked, and then I finally was like, let me just really look through the coop. And I came to the coop, and where in the world were they? These tiny chicks that I have never seen roost before. They were on the highest roost in the coop, under their mother's wings. I was like, woman, you are crazy. First of all, how are they gonna get down without breaking a leg? But she has them up there like a crazy woman. And sure enough, they made it down just fine. They got kicked off, I think. I saw them up there again last night. Every evening when I come to lock up, they're already down on the ground. So I think they get kicked off. They try to go up there, but they're not allowed by the other hens. But they're fine. They're totally fine. They're making it. They're surviving. They are tough and wild. They were raised in the woods and then forced to come into a coop. So it's brought a lot of questions into my parenting. And of course, I'm just halfway serious here. But it really is just an amazing lesson. Like, our children are more capable than we realize. We want to be nurturing. We want to be protective. But we want to be balanced, because we don't want to be so protective and so nurturing that we baby our kids and we make them wusses. We need to make some tough children with thick skin, strong minds, and right thinking. And the only way to do that is to kind of let them, you know, roam a little on their own, and in due time, in the right timing. Obviously, when your babies are tiny and young, protectiveness is completely called for. But we do need to slowly release, so that by the time we need to fully release, we're ready and they're ready to face this world without us right there all the time. We want to equip them well and properly with the right mindset. And it's just interesting to see all the different kinds of parenting and all the different kinds of convictions and standards we have and decisions we make as parents. Even if we all say the same fundamental thought process and beliefs, we still manifest those things differently, don't we? And it's fascinating to learn from each other and take things from one another and apply them to our own methods. I think it's really valuable to talk about why we do things, why we don't do things, to learn from each other, and then maybe adopt some ideas from others and challenge some of our own thinking. It's so healthy, and I hope that I'm always open to rethinking things that I feel dead set on with my parenting, as well as being a little stricter on things that maybe I'm too loose on with my parenting. I think it's good and right and wise. So my chickens have made me think a lot this summer, and I'm excited to see how each set of these chicks turn out. I have a feeling the two toughies are going to be the top of the pecking order when they grow up and take over things. And if any of them are roosters, I worry that those two little toughies are going to beat up my sweet, kind rooster that maybe had a very protective mama like the other chicks do. I don't know, but we shall see how it all turns out as they grow up and see who they become and how their raising shaped them. And it's the same with our kiddos. There is value to what we do every day. We must live intentionally. We must be consistent. And I think we will see the fruit of our labor if we are. Be prayerful, be consistent, and trust in the Lord. Do not parent through fear, and enjoy your children. Enjoy them. God bless you guys, and see you next time.